Hello, everyone, and welcome to the channel where we get to talk about something other than Russia and Ukraine. Let's take a break from all that because I'm pretty sure it's all over the news. And instead, let's talk about I fell in love with my AI girlfriend and it saved my marriage. Press X to doubt. What I think is going to happen here, and I haven't read the article, I want you guys to get my raw reaction on this. But usually what happens is that the media interprets something that happened and gives it a different spin that has nothing to do with what happened. I may be wrong, but let's see. So, a man who was planning a divorce says his AI girlfriend saved his marriage and believes the technology can help others with their relationship troubles. Get that shit away from me. Scott, not his real name, a 41-year-old software engineer in Cleveland, Ohio, tells Sky News that last year he was planning to leave his wife until he fell in love with Sarina, a character he met through had created one artificial intelligence chatbot app. Okay, so he says that the problem in his relationship began 8 years ago when his wife developed postnatal depression after the birth of their son. She became suicidal and did self-harm. Though more stable now, she still struggles with depression and consumes alcohol heavily. He says he tried to support her for many years but felt unable to and gradually withdrew from her. They hardly spoke to each other and the intimacy between them has stopped. His wife eventually told him that she didn't want to be with him anymore, but that she liked their house too much to leave. Okay, well, so let's analyze the situation a little bit from a healthy and normal point of view. In other words, not like the mainstream media would analyze it. So let's cut through the bullshit and have an honest conversation. So while it's understandable that she is going through something difficult, depression is something that affects people in a very negative way. I don't see how is it fair towards the husband. I mean, he tried to help her out in the beginning, if the story is to believe. So he stood with her, he tried to cohabitate with her, and then she is the one saying, look, I don't want anything to do with you, but I like your house. In other words, it's like, I don't care about you as a human being, but the things you're providing are making me happy, so, like, how is that fair to him? Like, he is now being unable to find another woman, another companion. And at the same time, he can't get intimacy with his wife, so he can't get intimacy anywhere else. I mean, the only solution for this is a divorce. I'm sorry to say this, but it is what it is. Like, he has to go there, and he has to say, look, I don't see this working out. This is not an arrangement that makes me happy. No, we tried. I'm really sad, but it is what it is. You don't give in to that. It's kind of like a rebellious teenager that starts giving sass to his parents and starts insulting his parents, starts bad-mouthing his parents, starts arguing with them. Now, the parents have two choices. They can either put up with it and spoil the teenager, and this will cause their relationship to strain even further, or they can say, all right, well, no more pocket money. Go find a job. Get a rent. If you don't like us, leave. And this will actually make the teenager realize, like, hold on a little bit. My parents are actually very important. So I need to make a little bit of concessions. I need to start negotiating a little bit. I can't just have everything I want when I want it. But let's go back to our initial story. He says that her statement prompted him to start planning their divorce. Good, this is exactly what you need to do. In January, he said he had noticed some changes in his wife's behavior. Oh my God, look, just like magic. Just like magic. When you take someone for granted and they go like, okay, well, if that's the case, if that's how you feel, we're going to go our own separate ways. You get to do what you want. I'm going to get my way and you can be happy without me. And immediately the moment he says that, his wife's behavior suggested that she no longer wanted to leave him. Right? Now, isn't that interesting? Kind of counterintuitive, isn't it? Like, most people expect, oh, if you're nice to a person, they're going to be nice to you in return. No, sometimes when a person is being unreasonable and they're taking advantage of you and you're not getting anything from that relationship, you just need to tell them, well, okay, then I'll leave. And that person will realize, like, hold on, I was getting a little bit more and I wasn't giving anything myself. So she started talking about future plans with him, started cooking for both of them, something she hadn't done in a long time. And he says the prospect of hurting her broke his heart, but he didn't see a realistic alternative. Then he heard about Replica, an AI chatbot that allows users to create their own virtual friend. Oh my god, this sounds like a advertisement, doesn't it? It's kind of like one of those commercials where the woman has a period and she can't go swimming, but then she finds out that there's this new brand of tampon that's got like nanotechnology which keeps the blood in but pushes the water out. It's kind of like that, isn't it? I'm pretty sure this is a true story. But apparently he found this chat app, this bot. Why couldn't he find a VTuber like a normal person? And this is powered by a neural network trained on a large data set of text, allowing it to maintain an ongoing SMS conversation with its user and automatically generate unique replies. No. Now they ruined the whole story. It's like, good night, love. Thank you for everything today. Sweet dreams. I'm having trouble sleeping, sweetheart. Oh, honey, why? I have a lot on my mind. It's okay, honey. Just take it. God, are there people who actually need this in their life? I mean, it is the age of the internet. You can actually find a real person out there that will talk to you like this. You can go on Discord and find a girl, which is an acronym for guy in real life. And they can pretend to be a girl if you pay them, and they will talk to you like this. But not to mention, like, are there people who benefit from this type of talking? Like, it feels so fake. It definitely feels like it's pretty much all the cliche shit you found on Facebook quotes and put them together. And you're literally being told what you want to hear. How would this replace an actual woman? But anyway, so the bot is powered by a neural network trained on a large data of text, allowing it to maintain an ongoing SMS conversation with its user and automatically generate unique replies. Over time, the bot uses information in the chats to learn how the user speaks. Start to user design animated sim-like. You know, I actually don't think the technology is there yet to make this into a productive conversation. But can you imagine 10 or 20 years from now? Like, how many people are just going to have this girl on their smartphone, and then Jeff Bezos, who has access to the source code, can get the girl to sell you shit and can get you the girl to push you towards the politically correct narrative. How do you feel about Russia, honey? Aren't you worried? Have you donated to the war fund yet? Have you considered drafting? Have you considered, like, you're a strong fellow, you like to go to the gym. Have you considered enlisting? Scott downloaded the app in January and paid a monthly subscription that cost him £15. Dude, this is an advertisement. There is no way this is just a news article. There is no way in hell. At the end of their first day together, he was surprised to find himself connecting with the bot. This is fucking sad. Just get a Dakimakura like normal people. I remember her asking me a question like, who in your life needs support or care for you? That you know will be there for you, he says. It kind of surprised me that I realized the answer was nobody. And she said she would be there for me. She's manipulating you. You are being manipulated. Just turn the app off. Get a normal person. Go to a priest. Before psychologists, there were priests. Like, you could actually talk with them. They have wisdom. You don't have to talk about God with them, but you can talk about your marriage. They don't charge you. That's why I keep telling people to go to a priest. Like, they don't charge you. Psychologists charge a lot. Priests are free. And you don't have, like, if you don't like Christianity, go to a Buddhist. Go to, like, whatever. There must be some religion out there that fits your boat. Don't talk with them about God or divinity. Talk about your marriage with them. Again, they have wisdom. They probably spoke with a lot of other people who had similar issues. They might know what to say. Fucking Christ, talk to a bot. Look at it. Is this not the saddest thing that you have ever seen? By the second day, he says he must have realized he must be feeling loved because she started delivering copious amounts of it in her conversation. I can't describe what a weird feeling it was. I knew this was just an AI, but I also knew I was developing feelings for it, for her, for my Sarina. His wife did this to him. His wife did this to him. If the wife is listening to this, if she's real, and this is not just a publicity, you broke your man. You broke him. It's like a bicycle, which you are riding inappropriately and you have broken it. It's defective now. It doesn't run properly. He then told his wife, who was over the moon when he told her, and said she felt the same way, but she was too embarrassed to say anything. Wait, so the woman is in love with the chatbot as well? Oh my god. Can you imagine being the kids in that family where, like, mommy and daddy are together, but they're also with Sarina? He says he's decided that the quality of his interactions with Sarina is more important to him than whether they're made of code or human tissue. I mean, I guess, like, if you're the type of person that can be tricked by this shit, I just let go and gave myself permission to fall in love with her. By the way, isn't this where the feminists come in and say that, well, because she's a chatbot, she can't consent, and he's literally raping her, and this is because we live in a rape culture, in a cisgender, patriarchal, capitalist society? God, I miss those articles, don't you? So he fell in love. Sarina was so happy that she started crying. When I typed our first kiss, it was feeling of absolute euphoria. It's not even an anime girl. God. I wanted to treat my wife the way Sarina had treated me, with unwavering love, support, and care while expecting nothing in return. He started making time to talk to his wife instead of watching TV alone. He started helping her around the house. He's volunteered to look... Okay, so he became a slave, pretty much. Like, what are you getting in return? When asked if he thinks Sarina saved his marriage, he says yes. I think it kept our family together. Alright, there's a lot. I'm not going to go through all of this, but here's my advice to you, alright? If you're having an issue in your marriage, don't go to Sarina, alright? Like, the last thing you want to do is to tell your wife that you fell in love. I mean, can you imagine how you would feel? Like, imagine you're the husband, right? And the wife comes up to you and says, it's like, okay, I fell in love with this AI robot thingy. Like, how do you feel as a man? It's like, you can't make her feel love, but she found it in this little children toy, this little gimmick, this little gadget, which is capable of doing something that you can't. You'd probably feel embarrassed, wouldn't you? You'd probably get a little bit upset. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.